And welcome back to Strength, Strategy, and Mindset. This is day number 48. That's right. I'm Dr. Dwain Woode. That's Wood with an E. The E stands for endocrinology. Here I educate, I empower, and I encourage you to take charge of your health and your life, avoid complications, create the life you've always wanted. We're living limitless lives, which says that we are doing whatever we need to do to be healthy. We're presenting our best selves, our best health, and our best plans for our life. We're breaking free from the boundaries. We're not letting anything stop us. That's where we are right now. And as we are moving through this week, remember our theme for this week is strength through reps. Strength through reps. So every rep counts. Everything that we do, we want to make sure we're getting the best value, we're getting the best benefit, and that we are continuing to improve our metabolism. As you know, we've modified our warm-up activities that we're doing this week. Warm-up has the idea that we want to increase the heart rate, we want to increase the blood flow, we want to get those joints moving and a little loose. And as the temperature in our body goes up, it allows the muscles to stretch, allows those muscles to relax a little bit so that we decrease the amount of, or the possibility of injury. All right, so let's just go ahead. We're going to hop right into our activity. I'm going to grab my dumbbells. And we're going to do our arm twirls, arm twists, if you will. We're going to do 10 forward, 10 backwards. If you need to modify this, these are 5-pound weights that I'm using. If you need to do 2.5 pounds, 1.5 pounds, or if you need to do something differently, that's okay as well. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get started. And so we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. All right, so I've put one of those down and I'm going to use one. Remember, we're going to talk about balance here in a little while, but get myself a little off balance. But that's okay because I want my body to be shifting and getting me back in balance. So I'm going to use one in one hand and we're going to do our cross-body leg swings. 10 on each leg with a 5 count as we swing. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10. Let's switch to the other side. We use the chair. Remember, this is a modifiable one. We can easily, if you don't need to do that, I'm going to try the first couple without a modification. Right? So, oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's call it 8. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to have to hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10. All right. Let's go ahead and get over to our bench. We'll talk about that balance there in a little while, because it's a perfect example of something we're going to talk about. All right, so once again, the idea here is that every move that we make, every rep counts. So strength through repetition, strength through reps. That's what we're doing. That's what we're working on. So the activities that we just actually you didn't remind me. We negated or we jumped past one of our activities. So we're going to do the forward reaches, and then we still have to do the squats. Oh wow, not the squats, but we still have to do the high knee march. See, I'm ready to jump right to it. So let's do that. We're going to do the forward reaches. We're going to do 10 of those with a 5 count in between. And we're starting, once again, you got your dumbbells. If you have lighted dumbbells, if you don't have them, you can do isometric ones. Make sure you're activating that core, so pulling that belly button in just a little bit. Feet shoulder width apart. And let's go to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And back. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And back. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And back. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. And back. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10. All right. And then I'm going to hold on to one of these. So we do our high knee marches, and we're doing try to get the knee as high as possible. And we'll do a 2 count, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And we'll do that for about 60 seconds, so 1 minute. All right, we'll go this way just a little bit. And let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, get those knees up, get those knees up. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And keep that pace. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 2, 30 seconds more. 2, 1, 2. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Feel that blood flowing. Heart rate going up, so 15 seconds. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Very good, very good. Let's get to our bench. And let's get to our dumbbell presses. So as I started saying earlier, was that we want to make sure that we are having the right form as we're doing. Remember, form, focus, and foundation. Having the right form, the right movements. We're not holding dumbbells too far back, too far up. As I was doing the arm reaches, I was hearing a little bit of clicking in the shoulder, so I've got to check that out. All right, so if you are feeling, seeing things, if you're having any pain, we don't want that. Some tension is good, some burning is good, but we don't want pain in any of the joints, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and grab the dumbbells. We're going to do our dumbbell presses, 3 sets of 5. Sorry, 3 sets of 8. The 3 sets of 8. These are 15-pound weights that I'm using right now. All right, lean back. We got our core activated. I'm going to go up quickly and then a 2 count on the way down. All right, so here we go. And up and squeeze. And 1, 2. Up and squeeze. 1, 2. Up and squeeze. 1, 2. Up and squeeze. 1, 2. That's 4. Up and squeeze. 1, 2. Up and squeeze. 1, 2, 6, up and squeeze, 1, 2, up and squeeze, 1, 2, that's 8. All right. So yeah, so as you're doing this, and I think a couple of episodes ago I talked about the fact that I get different tension depending on how, where I hold the dumbbells, how far out from my body laterally, or how much how much the dumbbells are ahead of me as I'm lifting, or a little bit behind me, right? So all those are things that you can tweak to make sure, first of all, that you're not getting any injury, and then of course to add the tension. So get to that second set. I'm going to go up and squeeze, 1, 2, 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 that's 4, up and squeeze, 1, 2, up and squeeze, 1, 2, that's 6, up and squeeze, 1, 2, up and squeeze, 1, 2. All right. Whew. Yeah, those last couple, I felt that. That time under tension. Oh yeah. There was some tension there. So, and it is interesting trying to talk while you do these. So sometimes you hear me get a little out of breath. Okay, just a couple more seconds and we'll get back to it. All right, here we go. Last set. And up and squeeze, 1, 2, 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 that's 4, up and squeeze, 1, 2, up and squeeze, 1, 2, that's 6, up and squeeze, 1, 2, up and squeeze, 1, 2. And that gives us our 8. All right. Remember I talked about the time under tension? So the closer together you do the sets, of course, more tension you will feel. So in that case, we went pretty quickly through each of the sets. And then within each set, we went quickly through the sets themselves, right? Coming down with a 1-2 count, but not spending a lot of time between each of the reps. So that also adds tension. So something else you can do as you're thinking about, okay, how can I modify this even further than what we've done so far, right? And get those down. And now we're going to do our seated knee extensions. We're going to do 10 on each leg, alternating with a 5 count as we do the extension. Go ahead and lean back, activate the core, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10. All right. Very good. Let's go ahead and grab our dumbbells again. And we're going to move to our curl and presses. Give a couple of seconds here to just relax just for a moment. And then we'll get into those. And just as we've done with any of the other activities, any other exercises, this can be modified as well with weights, changing the size of the weights, changing the reps, changing the sets, holding for longer at each of the points where we are, when we do the curl to the shoulder and then switch and then press to the top and then bring that back down and switch, right? So all of those are places where we can modify. All right, let's go ahead and do three sets of 8. And ready? Here we go. And up, switch, press, down, switch, lower. Up, switch, press, and down, twist, lower. That's 3. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, lower. That's 4. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, lower. That's 5. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 6. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 7. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 8. All right. So once again, with those, you should feel a little bit more tension because we went directly from the dumbbell press on the bench and did the legs, and then we went directly into this. So those muscles are under some tension right now. All right, a couple more seconds and we'll get into our second set. Ready? And let's go for it. Here we go. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, lower. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, lower. Up, twist, press, and down, twist. That's 3. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 4. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 5. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 6. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 7. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 8. Ooh. That one I think I might have to slow down on it just a little bit. Right, so you should be feeling that in the biceps, triceps a little bit, in the deltoids, certainly in the pecs. You got your core activated, so those muscles are also coming into play. We've got the glutes that are tight, and remember all the energy is being transferred from our lower body into our upper body, and then vice versa. Okay. All right, just a couple more seconds and we'll get into this last set. All right, here we go. Ready? Step back just a little bit. I'm gonna slow this one down just a bit. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, lower. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, lower. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, lower. That's 3. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 4. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 5. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 6. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 7. One more. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 8. Ooh, yeah. We felt those last couple of reps. All right. And just a couple of seconds, we're going to grab the dumbbells. Actually, I think I'll keep doing the kettlebell. I like the kettlebell for some reason. All right. And so, once again, we're not tweaking a whole lot, but we're making sure that each of the reps that we do is counting. So we're doing right form, right tension, right pause in between reps or between sets to make sure that we're maximizing what we're getting from each of the reps that we're doing. Remember, strength through reps or strength through repetition is what the theme is for this week. All right, so we've got our kettlebell. Let's go ahead and get started on our squats. And so we're going to do three sets of 8 of these like we've been doing, and feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. Activate the core. We're going to act like we're sitting and then bend the knees. So let's go. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. That's 6. That's 7. And that's 8. Remember, as you're doing that, you're pushing up with the heel, right? So pushing up with, not with the toes, pushing up with the heel. All right, a couple more seconds, and we'll get to the second set. All right, here we go. Ready? And feet, activate core, and we're gonna sit, and let's go to it. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. 6. 7. And 8. Really feel those. All right, let's get to that last set. Here we go. Feet shoulder width apart, a little wider. Activate the core. Act like we're sitting. Let's go. That's 1. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. All right. Get that kettlebell down, and let's go ahead and get our dumbbells again. This is for our hammer curls. And 3 sets of 8. All right, ready? Let's go. Up and down, up and down. That's 1. Up and down, up. That's 2. Up and down, up and down. That's 3. Up and down, up and down. That's 4. Up and down, up and down. That's 5. Up and down, up and down. That's 6. Up and down, up and down. That's 7. Up and down, and up and down. That's 8. All right. And we're not going to take a long break between the sets when we want those muscles to continue feeling that tension, right? Time under tension. And one way to maintain that is to make sure that you are between the sets, not taking take some, but not a lot of, not long breaks. All right, here we go. Second set, here we go. And up and down, up and down, that's 1, up, and down, up, and down, that's 2, up, and down, up, and down, that's 3, up, and down, up, and down, that's 4, up, and down, up, and down, that's 5, up, and down, up, and down, that's 6, up, and down, up, and down, that's 7, up, and down, and up, and down, that's 8. Yeah, I really like, actually I like the curling presses. I like the hammer curls that we're doing. Actually, I like all of the curls and presses. The squats, I guess they're okay too, right? So, because they help to build the lower extremity, the lower part of the body, help with the core, the foundation, helps with balance. So very, very important. Let's go ahead and get to this last set. Ready? And up and down, up and down, that's 1, up and down, up and down, that's 2, up and down, up and down, that's 3, up and down, up and down, that's 4, up and down, up and down, that's 5, up and down, up and down, that's 6, up and down, up and down, that's 7, up and down, and up and down, that's 8. All right. I'm going to put these back and go ahead and get our dumbbells. We're going to a lighter set for the lateral raises. Remember, strength through reps. Strength through reps. One of the important things about what we're doing in the space that we're in right now, the time that we're in, is that we've already gone through and we now know the regimen, right? We now know the exercises. We know the order. We know the sets. We know the reps. All of those are known items right now. And so what we're doing is we're working to make sure that every time we do a rep, every time we do a set, every time we do a particular routine, that we're getting the maximum benefit from that, right? So every single rep counts. So as we're doing it, we want to maintain the proper form, the proper focus, and of course the foundation, because this is what's going to take us into the future, right? So what you practice here, what you do here, how you do it here is going to be what you do into the future. And we want to make sure that we're doing something that is sustainable, something that will continue to give us benefits, and something that we are familiar with. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to do our lateral raises, and we step back just a little bit. There we go. And up quickly and then lower slowly, right? Up quickly, lower slowly. We're not going to do a lot of counting in this one. You just have to keep track of where you are as we move. Okay, here we go. And up and down 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 and up and down, and one more, up and down. All right. So as we just kind of move through that, right? I find that when I count on this one, it actually takes some of the energy out of my ability to raise those and do them effectively. So that's why we count for everything else. This one we just kind of go up and we let you know when we're around 6 or 7 so that you know what the count is at that point. But any of these exercises that we're doing are modifiable. We can ease up a little bit if you need to. We can increase the weights, we increase the reps, increase the sets. all of that that's doable if you need additional activity and need additional time in the gym, at least additional workout, then you can simply take this and play it again, right? So do the circuit twice. All right, get to the second set, and here we go, and up, and down, and up, and down, up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down. Ooh, 2 more in this one. And up, and down, and 1 more. Here we go, let's dig in. And up, and down. Yeah, those last 2. Those last 2 were something else. Yeah, so tweaking, always important. We're not doing a whole lot of tweaking on this. The major change that we did for this week was, of course, with the warm-up, where we added the weights to the warm-up. In this, you can add more time, more pauses, more reps, more sets. But as long as you have the basic routine down pat. All right, let's get to that last set. And here we go. And up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down, up, and down. Ooh, gotta dig in for this one. Up, and down, up, and down, up, and down. One more. Come on. And up, and down. Ooh, wee. I really felt that. All right. And then we're going to get our heavier weights down to the bottom here. And this is for it's going to be our balance exercise. I always do the balance last. And I like to do it because it reminds me of so many different things here in the weight training, in the toning, in the strength training space. Our bodies have to be balanced for us to be able to do the activities that we're doing, right? So can you imagine if I'm doing curls and presses and I'm off balance, or even doing the squats and I'm off balance, doing the hammer curls and I'm off balance. So we want to make sure that we are balanced, because that decreases the chances of injury. It decreases the chances of falling, right? So that's an important one. And also it helps us develop a good core and a good foundation, right? So those are basics. In life in general, we will sometimes find ourselves out of balance. If you remember when we were doing the warm-up, and I decided I was not going to do the modified version, right? So holding on to a wall, and you saw me kind of in a couple of those kind of wobble, right? So that doesn't mean I stop. That doesn't mean that I can't do it. That doesn't mean I'm not competent. It simply means that I have to find a different way to bring myself back in balance. And that's here in terms of weight training, and also in our lives in general, okay? So balance is great. We're always shooting for balance, but that doesn't mean that if we're not in balance that we can't continue to function while we work on saying, hey, I got to get back in balance, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to do 10 of these. All right, alternating legs with a 5 count between them. So move up just a little bit, and here we go. Shift, and 1. Ooh, I got to start that one over. Shift, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and shift, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shift, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 3. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 9. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's 10. And that is, that's our last rep. All right, so let's go ahead and move into our centering exercise. This is our grounding exercise. And we're, so just like we warmed up to get the muscles used to, ready for the activity that we're about to do. And we got through the sets and the reps and the weights and the timing and the pausing and the tweaking, all of that. And now what we need to do is we kind of just want to kind of relax, breathe out some of that, those acids that have been building up in our body. The body is kind of going out and collecting that, bringing it to the lung, and we're breathing that out as carbon dioxide. But it also is taking blood to the cells, right? So one of the reasons for getting the heart rate increased and getting the blood flow increased is that there's an increased demand for oxygen because we've just been working out, and those muscles need the oxygen for all the processes that it goes through. And now we want to kind of wind down, cool down a little bit, get those muscles ready for healing, right? So the healing is important. So the exercise is great, but the healing is where the strength and the building and the bulk will come in. So we want to make sure that we're doing a good job of that. All right. So centering exercise, centering exercise, and this is, I want you to imagine that you are grounded, right? That you are on the earth, that the power of the strength of the earth is able to support you and any of the tension that you may have in your body. From the head of our toe to our heads, from the tip of our heads, we feel that tension kind of moving through the body, into the jaws, into the shoulders, into the upper chest, lower chest, upper abdomen, lower abdomen, into the pelvis, into the thighs, into the glutes, down into the hamstrings and into the quads, and into the knee and the shin and the calf muscles, into the feet, into the soles of the feet, and then all of that tension is actually being pushed into the ground. So grounding exercise. Some people would do this where they take their shoes off and they're walking in the dirt and walking in the sand, just getting connection, right? And you can use this technique anytime at all here in the exercise and the fitness space, but also if you have a challenging conversation, you're upset about something that's not quite going right, you can, right, plant your feet, both feet on the ground, and just walk through imagining all of that emotion just kind of draining through you, draining all the way down, draining into the ankles, into the feet, into the soles of the feet, and then down into the ground. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and let's do some breathing, and we're going to do 5 of these. We're going to breathe in through our nose and out through the mouth, in through the nose and out through the mouth, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Let's go ahead and get started. So here we go. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. 2 more. In through the nose and out through the mouth. 1 more. We're going to hold this one into the nose and hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, and out through the mouth. Awesome, awesome. All right, let me grab my hat because you guys know what it is like right now. All right, so you are day number 48. Man, I am proud of you because you showed up 48 times. 48 excuses were thrown away. 48 times you said, I'm here. 48 times you pushed through. You pushed through weather, pushed through scheduling, pushed through burning, pushed through imbalance. You pushed through and you said, yes, I'm showing up. 48 days that you've been here and you've given another piece of data, another piece of history, another piece of evidence to your inner coach that this is who you are, that you are in the business of doing whatever it takes to be healthy and to create a routine for your body for success. Man. I'm excited to be here because I'm enjoying what I'm doing. Like I said, I now have a new tool for my COPE model. This is my execute, right? Instead of eating, right? Here I am, right? Lifting some weights. Instead of all the buffering that I do in terms of the food and lack of sleep and all. I think lack of sleep can be a buffer for some people, right? Stay up doing a lot of things. But at any rate, I can now come out and I can use this as my execute. So clarify, observe, pause, and execute. I can now use this as the other thing I do instead of buffering. Yeah? And you can do that. You can do the same thing as well. But I'm always happy to be here with you. Always glad when I see you. Always happy because you've made another decision to be healthy and you're going to do whatever it takes to be that. And that's, after all, what Limitless Living says, which says that I'm going to do everything I can to be successful. I'm not going to let any obstacles stop me. I'm not going to let any boundaries stop me. I'm not going to let any restrictions stop me. I am doing whatever it takes for me to be healthy. I'm not allowing anything from outside or anything from inside to prevent me from doing what I need to do to be successful. I'm showing up with my best self, my best health, and my best plans for my life. Thank you for joining me. This is Dr. Dwain Woode. That's Wood with an E. The E stands for endocrinology. I educate, I empower, and I encourage you to take charge of your health and your life, avoid complications, and go to the next level. We're creating the life we've always wanted. Go on and live a limitless life, and I'll see you tomorrow for day number 49 of Strength, Strategy, and Mindset.